Hi and welcome to the Remix Room, a new channel where we're gonna take a look and listen to some famous recordings, and we're gonna try to deconstruct and recreate the songs using Logic. So if you are a Logic user, this might be interesting for you. But this will apply to any software, any DAW that you might be using. So even if you're not using Logic, if you're a Ableton user or a Cubase or Pro Tools or maybe Digital Performer, Cakewalk, or some other interesting platform. So yes, as you can hear, probably, hopefully, what we are working with today as our first mission to achieve is When Doves Cry by Prince from 1981. And I believe this was his first #1. So yeah, let's get to it. So here we are inside of Logic. So I think we start off just by listening to the original and see what it's about. So Prince kicks it off with like the baddest guitar intro ever. Totally shredding here with an, I believe, octavider pedal of some sort. Vocal loop kicks in. And of course, the Linn Drum. Prince was a huge fan of the Linn Drum, and he used it on so many recordings, and you can hear it all through. All through his, especially his early stuff. I think it's almost on every song he ever produced. So, and it's quite interesting, this production, that it's made up of so few parts. It's basically just the drum machine, the Linn Drum, and a few synth parts, and the guitar intro. And then there's some crazy violin stuff going on, but we're not going to go into that part. The ending in this video, might do it in another one. And also the guitar intro we will not cover here, not this time, but I will definitely come back and we will have a look at that guitar intro. Where to start if not with a drum machine? The Linn Drum. So what I'm using here today is the Aly James, I believe, Aly B. James version of the Linn Drum. Which is just a superb version of this drum machine. And it's of course available from his website. Link will be down below. So if you don't have this particular plugin, there are plenty of Linn Drum samples and versions of this that you can find online, and but this is, I think, by far the coolest one. These sounds are so iconic. You can hear them on so many Prince recordings. It's all over the place. So for instance, this sound is basically just a tuned down rim shot. listen to the original. So let's try to do this. Maybe a countdown will help, hopefully. Maybe that rim shot is a bit too low. Maybe something like that. Listen. Maybe just a little bit lower. Okay, maybe. Let's try to keep them. Let's put that down. The clap. No, it doesn't come until the end of every measure, or double measure. I don't remember. I don't know what I'm talking about. So maybe a bit short. We can use this and just copy it like that. All right, and then if we go back to the original. Okay. This is basically where it starts. So let's move this to here. Okay, so we have the first part. So if we just loop it to this. Oh, sorry. See what we have. Doesn't sound like much, but we're getting there. Okay. So there's definitely a clap that's missing. Cut. And it's this. No, sorry. The famous Linn Drum clap. Okay, so if we listen to the original when it starts off, I think this is a good place to try to isolate what's actually in there in the drum programming. It's I mean, there's quite a few ways that we can go about trying to get the the sound of this. I mean, it's since the song itself and the production itself, it's so, I wouldn't say basic, but it's there are not that many elements. I mean, he makes this Linn Drum sound huge and just fill up the whole the whole spectrum. So what we have here is just the dry Linn Drum without any effects going on. So I think we gonna have to use quite a lot of effects to thicken it up a bit. So a bit of reverb, and you can also hear that, I'm not sure, but it feels like there's like a flanger or some sort of eventide processing happening there if we listen to it again. And also, it's not just the it's not just that. it's also there's a small hi-hat happening. It feels like it's just adding tap tap like that, tap, tap, tap. Just that small part. But also what's happening is like there's something happening in the bass. I mean, there isn't a bass line on the whole recording, but there's definitely something going on in the lower regions. It's like so from what I heard, that there was actually from the beginning Prince had a bass, lay down a bass line on this, but at the end he took it away. So what I try to do is to utilize the toms in the Linn Drum and tune them down. This is the little pattern that I came up with. Going back to the original. You see it? And it's probably, I'm not sure if it's that low even. I mean, it's difficult to hear. But there's definitely a tone to it. I'm gonna try to use first of all a plate, EMT 140. I know that they had a EMT. Prince was using EMT plates back then. So yeah, why not use that to bring some room into this thing. Something is happening. Sounds and also since I don't have any eventide effects available. I know that there's an eventide plugin, but I haven't used it. Definitely gonna try that one out. But what I do have is this Dimension D chorus that Roland made back in the days, which is a rather interesting piece of old school gear. It has just a few buttons to use, and it was widely used in the studios. If we put that on, we can have it. Just makes it a little bit wider, I think. So we're getting a bit closer. And also, let's switch these guys on. We are using another plugin from Softtube, the TSAR1 reverb, and we have it set as a vintage 224, which I believe is some sort of Lexicon 224 setting. So I mean, the effects are doing if we go back to the original once more, we'll listen to the snare drum this time. It feels real snappy. Quite aggressive. A little bit of overdrive on it. Whoops. Just to make it a little bit thicker. And one other thing, if we listen once more and focus on the kick drum. The one that we have is way too... It doesn't really have that attack that the original have. What I did is that I found a couple of other kicks. This one I used, and I put a gated reverb on it just to get that more this type of sound. I added another kick from battery, a little bit more of that as well. So this is what I came up with, just to give it that, and also 80s kind of vibe. So together we have this, which is, I believe, I mean, it's not that far. I mean, it's not the original, of course, but I think it's quite close. It's quite close. So that's the basic rhythm, and that goes on through the whole song. I mean, the drums are such a huge part in this production, and it's amazing that how he actually make it sound so big and harmonically interesting. Not even, you know, playing out the chords or the harmonic parts. It really comes out through his vocals. And moving on, there's another part that comes in, which is, I believe, a DX7. And of course we needed DX7 to get something close. So here we are using this free DX7 plugin called Dexed, available for free, which is totally amazing. And it's really cool because you can actually load the original preset banks. Here we have all the original sounds available to us. If we go in and so I found this preset from the original banks called Koto, and it might have actually have been the preset that he used. Who knows? I think it's really close. This song is in the key of A minor, and there are not that many chords happening actually. It's just A minor with a raised fifth, so, and a G that goes to G. So that's the thing, that's that part. What we've used on the DX7 is, I put some of the Roland chorus on there. So this is dry, and definitely makes a difference. And let's put some plate. Makes it a bit wider. And we also, what else do we have here? Something going on this bus. There's a delay. We are using this, I believe, some sort of bucket brigade delay from Arturia. To widen it up, make it a little bit thicker. is going a bit bananas here, but then let's lower this thing. So that's the DX7 doing that. And what I did, I also doubled that up with another synth. This time it's the Oberheim, also from Arturia. I know that Prince was a huge fan of the Oberheim synthesizers. I'm not sure if there's an Oberheim on this one, but since we had the opportunity to use a Oberheim, why not? So it's playing this, and together just makes it a little bit bigger, I think. So yeah, that's most of the what's gonna happen in the verse. So great, and then he comes in with his vocals, and so what we can do is gonna try to mimic the actual arrangement a bit. So let's take these guys, boom 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 boom. You can hear some sort of flanger going on there. I think it's a flanger. Can you, my darling, can you picture this? Dream if you can, courtyard. Sort of weird noises. And then it goes into the chorus, and we get a new part. Alone in a world that's so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. Yeah. So yeah, it's this little melody again with the DX7, playing something like. It plays, what does it play actually? Yeah, these 3 notes. And again, sorry. And again. I'm back to this. And the same drum pattern repeats all through the song. So if we run through that real quick again, that's a kick. Kick and snare. Bring in the claps. And the rim shot really makes it up. The hi-hat. No cowbell. And these sort of bass thing, the toms, tuned down toms. I think he used something else, but I think it's sort of doing the job of getting some low end energy happening. And then
feel how it trembles inside. You got the butterflies all tied up. Don't make me chase you, even doves that cry.
This weird chromatic synth going on as well. And then this. And then the chords again. Sorry. And then this last little thing comes in at the end, which is a pad.
just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold.
What are we using? Wide strings. What is that? Yes, so at the end we have this part that comes in. The same. Still in A minor, nothing changes, but what is happening is one more chord is added, and which is a E7. So A minor, that's fifth, G, and to E7. So if you listen to that with the pad. The pad. Yeah. I think that's what he's playing at least. Yeah, there you have it. When Doves Cry by Prince. Not that many parts, but the ones that are in there, they are sure couldn't do without them. So if you enjoy this video and enjoy this content, and if you would like to see more, please click like and please subscribe. So maybe this channel can gain some subscribers and we can create some more content like this. And please write down below in the comments if you have any suggestions of songs that you would like to see deconstructed and redone in Logic like this. That will be very much appreciated. I have a few ideas of new songs to do, and there is also going to be a part 2 of When Doves Cry. Since we haven't touched on the guitar intro, we're going to do the guitar intro and maybe have a look at some other tweaks. So you could consider this to be like the first part, the basic intro to When Doves Cry. So enjoy and have a good day or night wherever you are. Goodbye.